Hey everyone, I'm just checking in, letting you know I'm okay. Just going through a lot right now.
We'll be millionaires, boys, and I'll share it with all of you.
There's nothing I can do. Life is over.
It is important to also recognize the attacks by Hamas did not happen in a vacuum.
Just to let everybody know I cook and eat my enemies. Tasty human.
I just want to pursue my dreams. I want to fuck a girl, bro. That's cool.
Welcome to War Mode.
9 is a fucking deal. I'll be back at 4 to pick it up. Mikey!
I want to marry the spirit of marijuana, basically.
I love Pakistan. I will sacrifice my life for Pakistan. I love Pakistan.
Remember when Biden? I'd like to take him to the back of the barn. I dream of that. You know what I do with him?
But more than anything, I want better execution. Are we clear on that? I want better fucking execution.
Oh, this dude wanted to fuck a guy, bro. That's weird, right?
I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Now watch this drive.
A girl, and I'm going to do anything that's
Temps are Semitic.
I literally said to Jada, that's it.
I think this is some kind of game or something. It ain't no game.
Look, if I want to piss in a cup, I will piss in a cup. How's life?
My life is pretty good, man.
I'm gonna kill myself just like Cole. Then I'll be. Do you want one now?
Elon Musk is a savage. He tweeted out the woke mind virus is making Netflix unwatchable. Why? Let's get into it.
I don't know about that, dude.
Why am I not cool?
I have to say, I'm a little bit bewildered why you're so obsessed with an incident that is now 52 years old. Joshua entered the land of Israel in 1400 BC. The Kingdom of David was founded around 1000 BC. First Temple of Solomon was built in approximately 957.
Never forget.
misconstrued again.
That's cool, guys. I told you all my life. Am I not cool, guys?
Hey guys, just threw up like a motherfucker. Apparently you can't go blind cucumber Gatorade.
Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off. Take me off. Cut the show.
Yeah, 60 Days In has replaced Gold Rush for me as one of the best shows to just absolutely
You have shows that actively lower your IQ.
Dude, you can't tell me it's not good though.
I mean, I was waiting for what's the guy? What is the dad's name? Matt?
I think it's either Matt or
Matt.
Kevin.
It's like Matt 600, and he's like Seagal. He thinks he's Steven Seagal.
Dude, he's MMA trained.
When he's shadowboxing in that show,
In the dark?
yeah. Well, he's shadowboxing like in front of fucking black dudes. It's
Oh
hilarious.
yeah. Whenever they talk shit to him, he starts to shadow box. But like his whole thing in there is in I think you should leave sketch because he says he's gonna beat the dude up, and then in the dark he's just looking at his cellmate who's sleeping under a blanket and fake punching him and telling him to get him the fuck out.
I wish I had clips of it to play.
Dude,
of him when he's just talking to the camera.
he's dead fucking serious too, and he's a chaplain.
Dude, he just wants to. Man. I mean, bringing your kid into that's fucking retarded.
Well, dude, that's the thing.
And that's jail, not. There's all that like that's jail, not prison.
You're asking the wrong guy, dude. I've never even got a citation.
You're a citizen.
Yeah, alleged. I guess that's like county jail or some shit like that's where you
Fulton
go.
County jail.
It's where you go to get fucking booked for your thing. So it's just a holding cell for you to go to the big show.
You're fake news. You're like, oh, this is the best show. It's the newest season.
This is the newest season?
It was 4 years old.
I mean, I've watched all the seasons. Like, I know it's old, but this fucking show is the tits.
Yeah.
But you were saying that dude was a Cherry Marine or whatever. The pastor's son. Like, dude, the whole time I'm watching the show, I'm chilling. I'm like, yeah, this dude's just like a weird bookworm. And out of nowhere, they start catching him walking around the whole thing all spicy.
Then, what are you talking about?
Like, the pastor's son, out of nowhere, they put this gay shit on him. And everyone's like, yo, he gay. And
in there?
Dude,
I must have slept through that. Yeah.
They start it's after you haven't got there yet. They start fucking interviewing the black dudes in there, and the one dude just goes, "Man, I'm not with that gay shit. When I see it, it makes me want to kill somebody."
Yeah, for real. But the girls are so horny,
dude. I've never
gay for the stay.
Every single one of them are literally just chilling.
When that one chick, when they did the night vision, she woke up and just went over and got fingered. And the girl's like, that pussy smell good. I was like, dude, what the this is girls' prison?
And all the chicks are just fucking chilling.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, you bring up a good point where like that might just be dudes' prison as well.
Yeah, I mean, what you're
like priests are pedophiles. They know where to go for the kids. Like if you're gay,
I don't understand. I'm not a jail expert, man. I mean, what are they doing? They're making pods with the girls with 8 chicks in there. And the dudes are just getting the celly.
I mean,
It's
I
good
don't.
to have a celly,
I don't
man.
think you could have 8 dudes in one fucking cell. Like chicks, literally, like dudes don't sit there and bunk up and eat each other out. They get real fucking angry at each other, and they're all confused. Like most of those dudes are touched when they're kids. Like that would be a shit show if it was 8 dudes in the cell.
That dude Matt. I mean, I hate to put this on somebody, but when that dude was like fucking being all annoying and shit, I was like, oh, he's just flirting with him.
Literally, the kid got fucking touched. Like that was another dude that's like, if you had 8 dudes in a fucking
At
prison
first,
cell,
he was really annoying. It's like, yeah, dude.
yeah,
You guys are on the playground.
Every single one of those dudes got touched. I thought I could do that shit, dude. I was like, I would be able to like chill there, and like after the door closes and you can't walk out, dude, I would lose my fucking mind.
Yeah, you couldn't do it.
Like the stuff out of the cell.
I've been in a cell.
Have you
I
actually?
was in there for 4 hours.
Thoughts?
Back when I was a kid.
Thoughts?
It didn't phase me, but I can do lonely time like nobody else.
Yeah, I mean, like it doesn't, like the shit outside of it doesn't seem that hard. Like it seems like they're just chilling. They're all with their friends. It's like my thing with the gym, dude. If the chicks just were somewhere else, all the guys could get together. If we have problems, we'll fight.
Yeah, well, your gym theories are why, like a guy's floor and a girl's floor would make a lot more sense. Just because
Dude, it would.
It does.
Without the gay shit. Because that shit makes me want to kill somebody. I'm telling, like it would make sense.
If you could have an app, your Swole-Mate app that you discovered you came up with, if there was no
we were
gay
in
shit,
a straight vacuum, it would be cool.
if
and
there was
you know
a straight vacuum, yeah.
it would just, it's awkward asking for a spotter, dude. You know what I'm saying?
While I was away, you thought up this app.
No. This was just
You
like
thought if you had a Swole-Mate, if there was a Swole-Mate nearby that
Yeah.
you could work out with just on a random.
It is genius if dudes weren't sus as fuck with lifting. If it was just like guys trying to better themselves and you had a Swole-Mate app, it would be cool. I'm not saying like I'm like dreaming of it or anything. Like I'm
But
in a
your
happy
app would be you say you're looking for a lifting partner.
Lifters in the area.
And then there's a GPS bunch of dots and you just see who's close and who's available.
Or just like, that guy's the same build as me. We probably lift the same weight. I'll swipe right on him.
Wow. So you'd even have like, it'd be like the dating apps where they like put like height preferences and strength preferences.
Dude, it matters when it comes to the gym. Like you want to be.
I think you want to be, I like our setup because, you have to like
Daddy
think.
boy mentor relationship.
You have to think more to adjust for me.
Yeah, that's like
You know?
like I was saying, like when in high school, if you didn't really comprehend something, and then you had to tell the guy who was like a little dumb how this shit works, you start to figure out what you're doing a little
I'm
more.
so dumb when we go to the gym every time. I think you might have to like make me start working harder mentally because like I have no idea what we're doing. Every time I go, what are we doing next?
Month 3, and we're still working on breathing while doing it. I'm just waiting for you to pass out at some point.
Yeah.
Dude, but I was fucking like looking at the Blink and stuff, and we were just talking about the dual citizenship shit. Blinken,
wow, okay.
Blinken is allegedly like a part of Israel's defense like ministry.
Yeah, I think his grandfather helped found Israel.
Okay, so this is like this is what I'm saying. Like this shit is way crazy because like they're talking about having a draft.
Yeah, man. Remember when we were on you might not have heard that on the treadmill.
What?
When those two old ones were watching Fox News and they're like, they don't teach civics anymore. They need to have a draft to make people know like what this country's all about. I'm like, dude, I don't remember learning that this country's all about fucking babysitting some British stepchild.
Yeah, like somewhere along the lines our wires got crossed, and I don't care really what happens.
So there was
Israel.
the Balfour Declaration.
Yeah, it is fucking insane that they're like they're doing it in Israel. Like they're having a draft. If they try to fucking have that shit here, dude, it'll be fucking bad as shit.
Everyone is exposing themselves.
Look, dude, it pains me. And my hand is up, dude. When I fuck up, I will have my hand up and I'll say, I did do that, but I am a changed man. Did I watch Ben Shapiro own liberals in 2016?
Oh, yeah, man.
Yes, dude. So did everyone. And I don't even know the stuff I know now.
There was a time, what was the other, the thing that,
Changed my mind.
Changed my mind. Yes, dude.
Dude,
that was your YouTube for like a year.
But like that wasn't
that's over.
it. That wasn't.
That was just you were just walking down the Yellow Brick Road.
Now knowing what that's what I'm saying. Like I was falling for fucking Q. I was like, oh no, this guy's gonna change it for us, and this guy's owning liberals. Like now,
It's cool when they own libs.
dude, it's sick. But like now that I'm watching it and I've grown as an individual, I'm fucking starting to form my own opinions, being a sentient male, you know what I mean? And I watch this shit, and Ben Shapiro just goes into colleges to like unstable kids and argues with them. It's like, dude, I could argue with chicks all day long and wreck them. I'm not a genius. Like watching this now and Ben Shapiro just completely deteriorate over like all of his logic that he uses to own people is out the window. None of it makes sense. He is so retarded. And like, dude, he is just on Twitter. Like this dude is supposed to be a lawyer, owner of the Daily Wire, smart as fuck. Just posting pictures non-sourced, which they love. Like they need the source. They need to see where you're getting your shit. He's just screenshotting burnt babies that aren't real and putting them on Twitter. Like, this is what you guys want to see. Like you have to be legitimately retarded to do that shit while you own like a multi-million-dollar fucking company.
It's almost like he's forced to do it or he
Literally.
doesn't get his money.
This like all of these people, all of the fucking media outlets and all of the social media it is weird because I was reading that dead internet theory shit and supposedly,
you like that?
supposedly, dude, 50% of the internet is used by humans.
Yeah.
The other 50% is bots, bro.
Botland, dude.
So at this point, if you're a commenter, RIP, because you're not real to me anymore because you have to be a bot, statistically speaking. Yeah, it is fucking insane. Like, if that's the case, dude, this is fucking so fake. This is like wrestling going on the internet.
What? Oh, yeah, you're talking about dead internet. Yeah.
But just, I'm saying, like, all, like, because I'm reading stuff, and I was like, there's no way a fucking human with a brain can be saying this stuff. And it's getting, specifically, me angry perfectly. Like, everything that
catered to you.
Everything that I say is either getting me perfectly horny or perfectly angry.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's like, dude, I think, like, my theory with the dead internet theory is they're lying their balls off to us about AI, and they actually have really good AI, and that's what they're getting people to fucking procrastinate on and shit. Like, the AI is probably really good, and it looks like real humans. Like, if you had sick AI, you wouldn't tell everyone, oh, yeah, we can make fake people. Like, oh, no, the hands are all fucked up, and you can obviously tell. Like, I think they're way ahead with the deep fakes.
Yeah, you're pushing my brain to its limits right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wrap. Yeah, I'm trying to.
I just see shit on the internet, and I'm like, there's no way human beings can, like, be doing this stuff.
What are you talking about? I'm getting confused.
So
I'm sorry.
Aside from the geopolitical shit, the horny stuff, I'm saying, like, girls are just mimicking blowjobs for no fucking reason on Instagram.
Okay.
And it makes no sense to me. And I couldn't see a normal human actually doing that. Like, I think they're bots.
What are they doing?
Mimicking blowjobs. And
like how would that? What would that look like?
I mean, dude, come on, man. You know, I'm not gonna pop my head in front of you. I'm saying, like, they're doing that. They're pretending like they're doing like off-screen fucking.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. They just have their head going up and down at the bottom.
Like,
yeah, I got you.
Act like if you're
they're getting paid, dude.
Sure, they're getting paid, but like
they're trying to guide you to the OnlyFans.
But from my extensive knowledge on the fucking World Economic Forum, Council of Foreign Relations, all these people,
the trilateral,
they don't want to pay someone. I think they just have AI that's good enough that, like, in a horny fucking fog, you're not going like, oh, that's not a real person. You're just focusing on the tits.
Okay.
This is just something.
You're horny, man.
Nah.
I don't know how we got into this. I shouldn't have brought up the 60 days in.
It doesn't matter, but yeah, that shit was.
I think there's a thing with the internet where you shouldn't even be seeing this many girls.
No, fuck no.
Like this, so like if you are walking around with your phone, you pretty much have, like, when I was a kid, you'd have to have like Maxims and FHMs and all this shit. And like
it was a build up to the end of the day when you had some alone time.
But yeah, like you wouldn't be like constantly, you're seeing that shit constantly now.
Like it would be certifiably insane if you had an FHM in your back pocket in like 2011.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
And every 5 seconds pulled out, looked at it, and put it back in your pocket. You're like, oh,
that's right. You'd be a pervert.
Yeah, you'd be a fucking disgusting pervert.
But I think people got more done.
Yeah, but supposedly, like, with the dead internet theory, they're saying they're using the bots. Like, there's good bots that, like, help you search shit, and there's way more bad bots that can be used for malware attacks and to get a fucking good Christian man off his path.
Okay, yeah.
That's just what
you're talking about. Cyber. Cyber is a weapon.
I think at this point, very big time. But the shit that's going on in Israel
is really focused on cyber.
I know. That's what, like, because the shit just doesn't make sense anymore. Like, you got YouTube switched on you yesterday.
Yeah, well, I think they just redid their app and deleted a lot of my great videos.
Yeah, dude,
on my playlist.
I swear to God, they're fucking cramming everything. Like, I cannot find that shit with Ben Shapiro talking about the USS Liberty. The only video I can find is Nick Fuentes talking about it.
Yeah.
I even listened to the entire Young American speech, didn't find it on.
Okay.
So, like, I swear to God.
You're saying when he was saying, like, don't talk about something that's 50 years old?
Yeah, when he's like, oh, who cares? That was 52 years ago. Like, whatever.
I would care because it's just one thing in a laundry list of false flags that the Israeli states use to try to drag the United States military into a full blown out world war.
Yeah, like
So
actually
that
talking
they
about
can-
nukes.
so
That's spaz shit.
Yeah, they created like the war on terror. They came up with it as like a game plan, but they're terrorists themselves.
Yes.
Like the dudes that founded the country were all like Polish dudes that after World War II like got a country.
Yeah.
So I mean, eventually, even you could have a ton of good Israelis, man, that are just like, yo, let us chill. Once the terrorists get in power, they're going to get in power because, dude, they're terrorists. They'll do whatever the fuck they have to do.
They're hungry for power.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is fucking bizarre watching all this shit go down, and then people actually talking about like.
But the Liberty's just one of them. They did the Levant affair.
It's the Levant affair.
They bombed Egypt a bunch of times, and they got caught doing it. They bombed the King David Hotel.
Is it just like a my bad?
Dog, endless my bads. Dude. One of the worst ones was Lebanon in the early 80s. They invaded Lebanon and started all this shit. And then it got to the point where they told Reagan, like, we need fucking Marines. Then they sent the Marines to Lebanon.
Yeah.
And then they killed the Marines. The Israelis fucking killed the Marines to be like, yo, dude, you got to go to war now.
I watched that Twitter thing you sent me about that chick who was a hostage by Hamas.
Yeah.
And then there's other accounts where they're saying that.
There's a dude. So, yeah, I mean, I always go back to the Smedley Butler thing.
It just is what it is.
You read the Smedley Butler.
Yes, war is a racket.
War is a racket. Like, so outside of any like fucking.
And their trick isn't working anymore. Like, it is a racket. Everyone's like, yo, this shit's kind of beat. No one feels like dying. And now that it's not working, they're talking about drafts.
Yeah, but if they can, so the draft's wild. In the Smedley Butler book,
Super gay.
In the Smedley Butler book, he's talking about how back in the day, before the like up to the Spanish-American War, all soldiers got paid. You could negotiate your fucking worth.
Like an electrician would get paid, like
You'd be
good
like,
shit.
Yeah, it'd be like, hey man, I'm a seasoned vet. I can get more money. I have taken over these fucking forts before. All this shit, and Napoleon was like, dude, fuck, we don't have to pay guys. We'll just give them medals.
Smart.
Men are enamored with decoration.
Obviously.
They live for it, dude. So
Call of Duty skins all day long.
Once they started making medals of honor, people were just like, they would just sign up for free.
Yeah.
And they psyoped everybody into the draft by using like, this is a fight for, God wants you to fight the Germans. Dude, back in World War I, dude.
Yeah.
They were like, God wants you to fight the Germans, and you're kind of a pussy. You're never going to get sniz if you don't fight.
Ban on talking about past wars lifted for 15 minutes.
And they said, this is a fight for democracy. And that we had to protect democracy in the world. They did that in 1914, dude. Or 1915, something like that.
It's the same
and
shit.
They've been doing it for 100 years.
Yeah, it was like.
And they went, once the war gets kicked in, then they can start making all the, here's 50 fucking tanks. God knows where the money goes. Maybe 4 tanks get delivered.
Literally.
You know, it's all this shit.
That was the craziest thing in the Smedley Butler book was the fact that they built ships and then the ships just sank and you'd still get fucking paid.
Or saddles for cavalry for World War I.
Yeah.
For Americans.
Was that like the beginning of trench warfare, World War I?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, they knew they're not shipping fucking horses over.
Obviously, dude.
But the saddle makers were around for the last war, so they lobby and get the... See, the lobbies are the problem.
Bigly.
You know? And there's some real powerful ones out there.
Yeah, that's what, like, when I was reading that Smedley Butler, or when I listened to Smedley Butler, and then I was reading that fucking book about, like, how all these people came into power, like the Freemasons and the Knights Templar and shit, and it seems like it's always like that shit. Like,
all right, so we're getting jumbled up here.
We're not, we're just going.
No, I'm just saying, like, now you're fucking activating my brain on the shit we were talking about last week.
Yeah, so this shit is making it's making it make more sense to me because, like you were saying, the soldiers used to get paid and everything was fucking cool. Just like the Knights Templar, they were just like, yo, we'll pay you for your services, get us into the promised land. And then once, like, and it's the same thing with the Freemasons. It's all connected, bro. Once Freemasons were chilling. They were just making stone fucking buildings, town to town, and they were like, yo, I'm a Freemason. It was like OG union shit. Day's pay for a day's wage. Honest man. Sick as fuck that the apprentice would get his teacher's daughter. Sweet. But they would do that, and then people just figure out, like, dude, the driving crooners come along and like, we can make money off this.
Oh yeah.
And then it gets just infiltrated by dudes who think way too much, and it always leads to everyone fucking dying and a few people making a fuck ton of money.
Well, the thing that freaks me out with the when you say the Masons is the Albert Pike prediction of all the world wars.
Yes.
So this is the thing that spun me out last week was, so here you have this guy, he creates all new, or he does morals and dogma, creates a whole new fucking thing for Freemasons.
Alleged goat, but secretly a bitch.
Shitty general. Yeah. But so he predicts the 3 world wars, and the last one is going to be the Zionists versus the Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly this thing's hanging in the British Museum until 1977 when Lord Rothschild takes it off the walls or something like this. Yeah. This sounds like a myth to me. It's crazy that the dude had Nazis in the... It's crazy that the dude had the word Nazism in 1870.
But like,
that's very sus.
It reminds me of like an OG event 201 where like they make up all this shit and then it becomes true. Like these dudes probably go, Nazis are going to take over, and then funded the Nazi party to fucking take over the world, have a huge fucking war.
Yeah, so he's
destroy
like
the old world.
He's like there's a lot of 33s here. There's the 33rd degree Mason, allegedly.
Scottish Rite, Freemasonry, allegedly Judeo-Masonry.
Yeah, Arkansas alum, fucking pardoned by Andrew Johnson, another Freemason. So a Freemason president pardoned him after the Civil War. I think he's the only dude that ever got pardoned for being in the Confederacy. And then they had a statue for him in D.C., and he's buried at like a very special Freemason spot.
I mean,
the craziest thing about that is they dug his body up.
Why they exhume his ass?
They exhumed his ass to fucking bury him. They moved his body in 1944.
Where?
To this Freemason thing, man. So they probably did that with no like not telling anybody, or like, didn't make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, definitely not.
Like the Freemasons are real fucking weird and secretive, and you think for a second, like Freemasons, like all these, they have these Freemasons, and like all these dudes have these like little secret societies.
Yeah.
And it's not like they don't do anything. Like fucking back when they founded all this shit, when they made B'nai B'rith, dude, those motherfuckers get shit done.
Yes.
And if you piss them off, you're an anti-Semite.
Yes.
They control the ADL. They're all wrapped up in the Mossad. And there's a clip of that dude, Viktor Ostrovsky, that I was trying to play for you when you were making the intro.
Yeah.
Where he's like, dude, this is what we would do. If some dude was chirping, they would call up B'nai B'rith and say, what can you do about this guy? So the Israelis would call up the Americans in New York and be like, hey, man, this guy's fucking spouting off, and then they would label him.
Yeah.
And that clip was in my playlist until YouTube updated its thing, and I just have to go find it again and put it back in.
Yeah. It's fucking wild. Like when people sit there and laugh at like the Freemasonry stuff and like the Illuminati and all, it's like every prime minister.
Why did they join it though?
That's what I'm saying. Like there is useful idiots in it that completely will just fucking get you off track. Like when you go and visit it, and like you just see dudes like trying to hit them with the hard hitting questions. It's like, dude, this is a tour guide.
So they make B'nai B'rith in 1848, and then the Sulzberger family's in it in Lodge Number 1.
That's wild.
They own the New York Times. What the fuck?
What else should I say? Yeah, I mean, like all of those secret organizations, like the Bilderberg Group, the Council of Foreign Relations, all they do is get together and talk about what might happen, and it happens, and they make tons of fucking money off it.
Yeah, and like I don't know. There's a lot of shit, man. Fucking when I was checking out all that Smedley Butler stuff, he was like a truther. So he started like ringing the bell on these guys.
You had to do the great work if you were back then to fucking uncover all this stuff. Like, dude, to figure out that war is a racket, you're in it and all that stuff.
Well, he was in the Philippines. Like, dude, we've fucking rocked the Philippines.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's a lot of everybody that chills now. Like, you can have a failed colony.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fucking, we won a lot of this shit. The Americans won and took the land over.
Not everyone's a good story.
Not everybody finishes the game, dude.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Smedley Butler, they came to him and they wanted to overthrow the government. And he ratted him out on TV.
What?
Yeah, in 1933.
Who ratted him out?
Smelly Butler got on TV and was like, bro, they courted me. The fascists came to me.
Oh, okay.
They wanted him to lead 500,000 men, going into Rome and taking over the empire.
Yeah, I mean, dude, when I don't really get pumped up from like political speeches or anything like that. Like, no one does it for me. Listen to Smelly Butler, that dude's speaking facts about how everyone's getting fucked with, and we're just fighting banksters' wars.
Yeah, and when the bonus army never got paid, did you watch that clip?
No, what's the bonus army?
So these guys from the Depression hit, and these guys that fought in World War I were gonna have to wait till like the 40s to get their money.
Damn.
And they were like, dude, just give us the money now. And they camped out. And I got to try to remember all this shit. They camped out outside of D.C., like in D.C., like in the, the tourist area where like the big monuments are and everything. They set up tents, had their wives, kids, all this shit. And they were like, dude, we're not leaving until we get our money. Smelly Butler's like, gives a great speech. Like, I can't remember what he says, but it's GOAT. Just look it up.
Yeah, he's a good fucking speech guy.
They send in the army. So they send in the current army to go get him, to go kick him out and kick all these vets out. And it's Douglas MacArthur, Eisenhower. Oh yeah,
shit.
dude. So
like
they
the NWO on their ass.
They're like the young generals at the time. And they send them in there and they killed people. I think. I gotta look it back up.
I didn't know they fucking did that. That is fucked up.
Yeah, like on American soil, like the fucking army got activated.
Damn. Yeah, it is like fucked up.
Yeah, dude, it's MacArthur, Eisenhower, and Patton. And they brought tanks and tear gas, dude. This happened in America.
That is fucking wild.
Yeah,
dude.
man.
Good dig, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just fucking like.
Yeah, they weren't going to get paid. So it was 1932. 17,000 vets of World War I rolled up on D.C.
Like
17,000 man march. And we're like, yo, dude, give us the money because they weren't going to get paid till 45.
And they had no bread.
They had no one had bread. It was the Depression.
Yeah, dude.
It was like the beginning of it was like leading into the Depression. That's another thing that spun me out. I started watching all those movies. When I was trying to solve 9/11 with that Christopher Bolin book,
Sure.
I found a connection of AIG. So AIG was the insurance company that was wrapped up in The Big Short and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And this dude Maurice Greenberg, and then his son, I think his name's Jeremy or whatever. He's wrapped up in the actual 9/11. But why was I talking about that? I can't remember.
EMP.
Yeah, mental EMP. But yeah, all that shit spun me out watching those movies again.
You're talking
They're
about...
good movies.
What movies?
Big Short, Too Big to Fail. Yeah. And it's so weird. Like, they do that shit when something, like, so they control the media. They all in Hollywood aren't on Milchan. We've been through that a million times. But fucking, why
Powers
make
it
a
should
movie
be.
with all this, like, dude, it's kind of a fucking insane thing. There's a massive crash, a huge bailout, all this shit. Then they get, like, top fucking actors to go do this.
Yeah, literally.
Right away.
It's like a weird ass cleanup to do that.
Oh yeah,
shit.
it's all like the cleanup, and when they
the movie's sick.
So Christopher Bolin has his book. It's called Solving 9/11. I think it's great. Possibly fucking disinfo. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
But I mean, you can. There's too much in the book, really.
All you have to do is take the information in, and dude, at the end of the day,
I just enjoy it. When I read it, I just go. I can't fact check anybody. I just go. This sounds right.
Yeah.
And he brings up so. Man, I'm getting lost, man. I'm sorry.
You're good.
But he gets into this shit with the Israeli terrorists. How so like we have the CIA and you think like James Bond.
Yeah.
You know, or like, oh man, all right. So he starts talking about this book, John le Carre. Remember I told you the John le Carre thing came out?
John le Carre.
John le Carre. I don't know how you say his name, but it's a pen name of a British author.
Okay.
Who
I
used to be in intelligence, and he wrote Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. I love that fucking movie.
Yeah.
And that movie's about Kim Philby. So do you remember when I was telling you about Angleton?
Yes.
And Angleton had this British friend, Kim Philby, who ended up being a triple agent. So he fucking wore a double.
How you do that is beyond me.
Well, anyway,
I guess at that point you're just being normal.
So they claim now that he was a Russian spy, and he dedicated his life to Stalin or whatever. But he was a British guy who used to chill with Angleton, who was an Israeli, basically.
Yeah.
He was in charge of the Israelis. So he like kind of, whether he was just they say he was a drunk, on his watch, Kennedy gets fucking killed.
Yeah, some shit happens.
Shit happens.
Moon
dude.
landing.
You're like fucking weapons grade plutonium ends up in fucking Dimona.
Yeah.
Like nobody fucking knows. Angleton's in charge of all this shit, but he's boys with all these guys, and he's like counterintelligence. Nobody's gonna get on me. His best friend, they knew there was a mole, and his best friend Kim Philby that he drank with every day was a double agent.
A drinking buddy.
So it fucking melted his head.
Yeah.
But that dude Angleton has that. He's got the diary of that girl that did acid with JFK.
Actually?
Yeah, he had it. Yeah.
Dude, that is fucking nuts. You did a lot of fucking research, bro.
No, that's just shit from back. The reason I started talking about that was because Christopher Bolin talks about this. He always talks about this movie. It's a book and a movie called Little Drummer Girl. And it's about, so John le Carre went and had Mossad agents help him write a book. And it's called The Little Drummer Girl. They just redid it with Michael Shannon.
Actually?
And that girl, Florence Pugh. You know? Well, she's like a, little
girl?
She's a little girl.
Makes sense.
And the original movie's with Diane Keaton, and she's like an actress. And what the Israelis do is they, like, in the show, they control every aspect of the terror. And, these are like the OG terrorists, dude.
Yeah.
They're from like way back in the 30s. So by the time...
And they had Mossad agents help them make this movie.
Yeah, well, they helped John le Carre write the book.
Okay.
And it's like, this is how they do it. They control every aspect of something. So, like, I don't know how Americans do it, but if someone wants to carry out 9/11, they would want to buy the building.
Right.
They would want to own the entire fucking... They want the whole chessboard.
Yeah, I mean, they want to be able to fucking plant their C4.
Yeah. Well, no, like, when they do like, terrorist stuff, and say there was like a hotel one that they did, every employee at the hotel becomes a Mossad agent. They infiltrate to the
That's nuts.
Oh yeah, dude. So like when you start looking at all this weird, like, there's all these Israelis in the aftermath investigating 9/11.
Yeah.
The guy that came up with the 9/11 commission is an Israeli dude. It was supposed to be Kissinger. Kissinger was going to do it.
Kissinger's a fuck.
That's fucking nuts. That he was going to be the guy that says, "Okay, we figured it out. Here's the report."
And dude,
I think his name was too. I think people were like, "Dude, no one's going to buy it if we put your name on it, man. You're too
obvious.
fucked up." Yeah.
I mean, and dude, this is a thing. People get fucking tight in the pants when you talk about this stuff, but like, it's just weird. Like, no one else would let a bunch of Americans figure out some bad shit that happened in their fucking country. Doesn't add up.
I'm just saying, it's pretty crazy. But Christopher Bolin, he's like, yo, you should be trying to solve this as a crime. And the second that the crime happens, they take away all the evidence.
Yeah.
They cut it up they cut all the steel up
Dude,
in
the thing
6
that
foot pieces.
really fucked me up, because like once you get into the transportation, all that stuff, logistics, I love that shit. The fact that they dredged out that fucking, what do they dredge?
So I thought that you'd like this. Okay. So
remember to breathe when you left.
No one could take away that much steel.
Hell no.
In New York. No one was really like outfitted for that kind of weight.
That quick? I mean, it literally fucks with the price of metal.
Yeah, so scrap's at an all-time low. We're going to go back to the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
There's a company, and
ExxonMobil.
They decide to, out of nowhere, they decide to spend $24 million dredging, like, where they would have their bars to carry steel out.
Lucky.
They dredged it to 34 feet. I think it was like, at parts, it was so low, they were worried about the weight.
Yeah.
But this is at an all-time low of scrap. They dumped $24 million into this. This is crazy. I don't know where they got the money, but this happens.
Yeah.
Right? I wrote all this shit down for you, man, but I fucking forget where I wrote it. But anyway.
It's cool and laid back. It doesn't matter.
But, yeah, out of nowhere.
This is like an adventure. Holy shit.
Out of nowhere, they just do this. And they do it in like August of 2001.
So they got the job completed in August of 2001?
I can't remember.
I mean, they had to, because dredging a fucking thing like that takes a long-ass time.
Yeah, so the company's called Hugo Noy. And
hilarious name.
Yeah. And they ended up getting 250,000 tons of the steel.
Damn, bro.
And they shipped it to 11 different countries.
So they fucking scattered that shit.
So you can't really find it. But dude, the funny thing is that you can. They made little monuments.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And some of the people that have seen these monuments are like, dude, that was fucking something hot, so hot it could melt steel, went right through that in the monument. So it's kind of like they even leave the evidence like, you guys are pawns.
Yes.
It's crazy, dude.
Pisses you the fuck off.
Oh, yeah. So they dredged, at some point, they had a channel that they needed to get out to sea, and at some points it was only 10 feet deep, so they dredged it to 34 feet. In August of 01.
Bro, that's a lot of work.
Scrap was at an all-time low from like $70 to $80 a ton, right?
Yeah.
So Hugo Noy says at the end of the day, they think they made $5 a ton on the shipping. So they did all that
for $5 a ton.
Yeah. That's what it, like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's stuff that doesn't add the fuck up.
It's steel that they built in Japan. Like, we couldn't even build the steel at the time of the construction of the Twin Towers. We couldn't even build that steel in America anymore. It was from Japan.
We didn't have the infrastructure to do it?
We didn't have the infrastructure to do it by then. And that was like the 70s.
Yeah.
So like Japan was coming online and we were like, oh yeah, you guys built it. And when they built that thing, there's a clip of fucking Trump saying it, that there was explosions.
Yeah.
Because you can't have something fall into its own footprint.
Dude, like, this is what pisses me the fuck off, and this is how good, like, propaganda is and shit like that I will talk to my dad, who literally does demolition for a living, and he's like, dude, the fucking plane hit the tower and the thing came down on itself. When trying, it is hard to, like, the only way you could do that is if you sat there for months and figured out where to put the fucking thermite and when to explode it, and it all had to be done at the same exact time, because if you smash the top of a building, like, it just, like, dude, we watched that documentary, The New Pearl Harbor. The construction of that shit is fucking insane. It, like, if you want to sit there, you can call me whatever name you want. I don't give a fuck anymore. That's not how buildings fall down.
Yeah, well, the company that the Hugo Noy, those dudes, they had to make that into like an international international scrap situation.
Yeah.
It was a smaller company. And then Mark Rich, do you remember Mark Rich? He's pardoned by Clinton.
Rich.
He comes in with his boy, and then it's an Israeli firm, and they fucking, so before 9/11, they come in and they go, oh, we're going to do all this work. We're going to make this one place huge.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is why I was saying about the little drummer girl. They take over the entire fucking playing field, start to finish. No one's investigating it. Michael Chertoff, he's the fucking dude in charge of the FBI. He's
Las Vegas shooting,
Las
brother?
Vegas guy.
Yeah.
The guy with the body scanners, he's in charge of the, so he's in charge of like the cleanup. And you could be like, oh, dude, like that's fucking, why do you care that he's half Israeli or whatever? He's dual citizen or whatever. His mom was a fucking Mossad agent.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like this is just a regular old Israeli chap.
Yeah.
Like,
not some dude who was fucking chilling.
If your mom's in intelligence, there's a good chance you know dudes in intelligence, and they could tap you. That's all.
That's like fucking you knowing a painter.
Yeah.
It's like they're all fucking, they all work together, bro.
They confiscated black boxes, pieces of the plane, human remains, and like they took all this shit and literally just threw it out like they didn't care. But then a pristine passport was laying on the ground. They're like, yo, we need that. Because apparently 19 fucking dudes did this on their own, Todd. And you can't, everyone that looks at this and says this is the most sophisticated operation, only the KGB could have pulled something like this off back in the day.
Yeah.
So there was only like a Kim Philby type, like there's no intelligence agents. Like the Mossad, they act like they're like so good and they act like their army's so good, and they definitely are beasts.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, dude, like they don't have it. They're too small.
This takes a lot of fucking people.
It took them 20-something years. It took them 30-something years to pull off. This dude, Isser Harel, hilarious name.
Yeah.
Comes up with a plan saying, he actually openly says to a dude interviewing him, he's talking to one of those Christian Zionist dudes, the guys that are waiting for fucking
second
whatever.
coming of Christ.
Love
and
those
shit.
guys.
Yeah.
Those guys are really helping us out. Fucking that dude, the Isser guy, he goes, yo, man, when they attack, they're gonna attack your biggest building because it's a phallic symbol.
Yeah, that's
just like weird, this kind of shit. Like Arabs are obsessed with phallic symbols or whatever, and they're gonna take down in New York City. They're gonna take it down. So he gives out the interview right away. Arnon Milchan comes out with the movie Medusa's Touch, and that's the one where the cover of the movie is a plane flying into the fucking building.
Yeah.
He's the dude that made the Lone Gunman one, where it's like, remember when I showed you all that predictive programming shit?
Yes.
This is all Arnon Milchan.
cover of fucking Supertramp's Goodbye Stranger album.
Yeah, he makes a movie later on called Brazil. It's like a cult classic, and it's all about terrorism. So he creates a futuristic world, like a dystopia where people live in terror and then it's normalized. Well, I mean, dude, this was their dream.
That's like if I made a movie about lifting and knocking stuff down.
Yeah, and like I'm telling you, man, there's just so much shit about it. Like even like Netanyahu. So his dad allegedly, like his actual name's like Mila Whiskey or something like that.
Netanyahu being from Lower Merion is a fucking wild.
I think
fact.
he lived here for a little bit, but
so
like
did Kobe.
Really, they're from Poland, and his
Yeah.
dad was a terrorist, and they came up with this thing, the war on terror.
One man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter.
So they came out with the war on terror back in the late 70s, and he went on TV and he fucking debated people, and they had already started, like, you know, by 70 they had already been 30 years in at this point. Netanyahu at the time, he called himself Ben Nate, and he was only 28.
I wish it was like cool for us to change names because I'd be having some sick ones.
Yeah. So he goes on TV and he just starts spouting off about how we need a war on terror. We need a global war on terror. And they put together like a little organization where they have meetups, much like the Charlie Kirk thing that you showed me.
Yeah.
And they would go have meetups.
Fucking culture war, baby.
And they invited they invited HW.
Yeah.
And like they invited HW. And he was vice president at the time, or he was about to be vice president, but he had just come off being CIA chief.
Yeah.
And
this is back like when Reagan got shot.
This is right around then. They start having these meetups about how what we need is a global war on terror.
Yeah.
And they hate you for your freedom.
We don't need that.
And they were on the front lines, and their whole thing is like trying to act like, you know, this is coming for you. We're the farthest outpost of the Western world.
Yeah.
And there's a religious war going on. But it's like, dude, it's like a religious war with it's a kid with a stick.
Yes.
And you have fucking nukes. You literally stole nukes from Pennsylvania. And Arnon Milchan stole the triggers.
Yeah.
And he's friends with De Niro. De Niro's in this fucking Brazil movie.
De Niro's a bitch, dude.
Yeah.
I can't even watch fucking movies with De Niro anymore. It's fucking, it infuriates me.
Well, they got his ass because he's in these Arnon Milchan movies.
Yeah.
Brazil's from like, Terry Gilliam made it. It's like 1985.
Supposedly there's a blacklist right now that's going around Hollywood. Anyone who's supporting Palestine is getting the nicks and they won't be in any movies.
I just say, I don't know why. Totally unrelated. Just decided to start reading this book. It's just I got more free time.
Yeah. They're just chilling. Like, dude, all this stuff should be looked into because
give people like this time, dude. Because I'm gonna find out that the mayor of Jerusalem was in fucking New York City on September 10th, 2001.
Yeah.
And no one fucking cared. On September 11th, when all the planes are fucking grounded, one flight goes home to Tel Aviv. No one fucking talks about that. Then he comes back
something to chew on.
He comes back a couple weeks later, starts chilling with Rudy Giuliani, being like, "I'll help you out.
Yeah, you'll be fucking America's mayor, you fucking bitch.
I'll help you deal with this situation."
Damn, that's all falling apart now, dude.
You remember when I was telling you about Carbide 911, the weird fucking company, about how they wanted to control our the cyber guys wanted to control all the 911 calls?
Yes.
The dude that was part of that company was called Ehud Barak. He used to be the prime minister of fucking
almost
Israel.
I think every prime minister of Israel is a Freemason. Just throw it out there.
That's good. Just much like America.
Yeah, literally.
Nah, I think we only had like 4. I went to that tour.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I think it was like 4.
Could be misinfo.
But the day on 9/11, for some reason, Ehud Barak is chilling in London, and he's ready to go on TV, and he says that Osama bin Laden might have done this. It's crazy. I think he's in Afghanistan, and it's before they fall. He's on TV before they fucking fall.
Oh my God. And the bin Laden family was like cool with America.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't know.
All sorts of weird shit with that. Like they were like fucking contractors and shit and like smart fuckers.
The Mujahideen were our boys, I think, back in the way days.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's in the movies.
Like, if you just look just the day of, it's Ehud Barak's chilling in London, ready to go on TV. Those boys were dancing, got caught. Kind of sucks he got caught. But there was not just...
Stop dancing to literally everything.
It was not... The videos of the microphones dancing at the weddings.
They can't stop,
It
dude.
kills me.
They're dancing machines.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, no one bothers the microphones, dude.
They don't fuck with this shit that's going on in Palestine right now.
Not at all, dude. Albert Einstein wrote a letter back when they were
They're like city Amish.
When they were talking about founding it, Albert Einstein and a bunch of other prominent Jews were like, dude, this is not what we do. They wanted to live outside of having a state. If you have a state, you're going to commit crimes to support the state.
Yes.
You can't be doing this shit. That's their whole deal.
Yeah, it's like to watch people start arguing about like all the shit that's going on now. Like, I'm glad that I went through. Like, dude, if I didn't get into like Q and the Great Awakening and shit like that, I'd be like, holy shit, World War III is gonna happen.
Yeah.
We're gonna fuck them up. Now that I see all this stuff and like I watch people like Charlie Kirk fumble over like what happened to USS Liberty and stuff, it's like, dude, you're all so gay.
Well,
like,
Liberty, you do hear a lot of people talk about it, but you don't hear a lot of people talking about how there's communications back and forth. They knew it was an American, so they knew it was an American ship. I don't know if it was a fuck up or what at the start, but they went, once it started fucking up, they were like, we should finish this.
Let's
and
cash in.
They shot the fucking lifeboats.
That's fucked up.
So I mean.
And then it's like a complete cuck situation where everyone's like, oh, they're our greatest ally. It's like, bro, it's like saying like I'm still best friends with my buddy, bang my girlfriend.
Exactly. But they were doing a bunch. It was like the King David. There's a bunch of fucking false flags even before all that.
Yeah.
Where they were like, come on, fight with us.
Yeah, it's like they try to fucking rope you into stuff. And like, dude, it just is what it is. Personally, I'm just tired of this shit. And like, my parents are sitting there fucking hounding me about everything. It's like, bro, this isn't my fucking problem.
Yeah,
I got bills to pay, bro. I don't care about what's happening over there. Like, this shouldn't be our problem. And for some odd fucking reason, it is. Like,
yeah.
I don't give a fuck about this stuff.
It's not an odd reason. It's a war on terror that they planned for a generation.
Yeah.
And they
all I want is 10 good years.
So, I don't know. You might get some of your wires crossed. Those dancing boys,
yeah.
2 of them were Mossad agents.
Sure.
They went back they were held here for a while. They go back to Israel. They go on TV. And they were like, why were you there? We were there to film the event. Okay, cool. And no one fucking cares. Like, they knew that was going to happen. They were there to film it.
Yeah. It's the new Pearl Harbor. 2
of those guys are brothers. They are Mossad agents. I don't know how high up or whatever. They're not military intelligence. They're like the CIA.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like an agency. It's just, they kind of have sort of a similar setup that we have.
Yeah.
They're working for urban moving systems.
Yeah, urban moving systems is a fucking weird one. And it's weird, like, when you look into that stuff, that, like, the fucking Lincoln tunnels and shit were supposed to explode.
Yeah, so they're the Kurzbergs. They got busted. They were working for, it was an intelligence front, and they were caught with $4,700, multiple passports.
Big cash.
And the van tested positive for explosives. And somehow, that wasn't like,
Didn't they get flown back?
Yeah, they got flown back. There was, like, over 50 Israelis were arrested that day.
Yeah, I mean,
like being suspicious and stuff. And allegedly there was this thing called Otigo. It was a text messaging service. It was like in early days.
Like WhatsApp.
It was like a Snapchat where it also had a GPS locator. And allegedly,
Snap maps are fucking weird.
Allegedly, they got messages sent. Something's gonna happen. So they got like a heads up.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, man. It had like a people finder on the app where like you could see if you're close to people.
Yeah, this is like, I fucking spat. Like, I get like, not in like fights, but just I spaz constantly when people are like sitting there like yelling at you like they're fucking terrorists. It's like, dude, if you had the set, like Muslims over there are brokies. If you had their setup, bro, you wouldn't know dick about America. You wouldn't be able to find on a fucking map, bro.
In order to infiltrate America to bomb the World Trade Center, you would have to take over the government. You'd have to take over aspects of the cleanup.
Yes.
Right? So you'd have to make sure that there's no investigation for it. Michael Chertoff, he was in the FBI. He was part of the first bombing. So
the one in the basements?
When you were one, dude, they bombed.
Dude.
They come up with and then the story afterwards, like the crazy fucking story is this blind sheik.
What?
They're like, dude, it's crazy. They make up this dude.
Sounds like something out of the movie 300, bro.
At the time they were doing Ruby Ridge type shit.
Yeah.
So they were like
Waco and shit like that.
They like infiltrated they got into some meetups.
Yeah.
And they got this dude, the blind sheik, and they hung the 93 bombing on them. At the time, so they didn't really have it completely together then. They kind of got busted. The New York Times wrote an article about how the FBI planted the fucking bombs.
Damn, are you serious?
Yeah, dude. So they didn't have it.
New York Times is there's some sort of skirmish going on in between everyone because they're coming out. About
I don't
that
think they're all on the
hospital
same team. Even when you brought up Blinken, like when Blinken goes over there and he's like talking with Netanyahu, like dude, the Americans have to be afraid of these motherfuckers.
Fuck yeah.
They are probably compromising all these dudes with something. Who the fuck knows? But they go over there and they're like, dude, what are you guys doing? So like if I was an American Zionist, even if I was like diehard about it,
Yeah.
at some point you're like, dude, you guys have to stop.
Yeah, this isn't even making sense
Yes,
unless like you're all incentivized by money to do this. Because like the only
It can't
way
be money, dude.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it gets to a point where it's like
it's a negative thing where they're like, we got you.
yeah.
You call me.
Or it's that shit where it's like we were in that book when we're reading about the fucking powers that shouldn't be and all that stuff. And like these people are like generations upon generations of fucking psychos who think all this shit is okay. Like it's been since 92, you said, the bombing in the World Trade Center?
93.
93. I'm fucking one, dude.
You were one.
I'm not
This
even,
is your
I'm
whole
not
life.
activated at all. My entire life has been like, you have to, it's all this fucking hate. You got to go and fucking fight for your freedom
Well, I have
because they're going to take it.
Yeah, so I have a different thing because I'm older.
Dude, I get along with everyone.
So
weird.
It's just so weird about you. And you're
I'm, like,
Scorpio.
real cool if you
You're
didn't
literally
know.
Scorpio too, which is like not what they're known
Scorpio
for.
season literally just started to fucking suck my dick.
And in '93, when that went down, like they didn't control the entire situation yet. And I
Yeah.
think that's why when they redid it all, they brought in Larry.
Lucky
'Cause they-
Larry Silverstein.
So lucky that when he bought the World Trade Center 5 weeks later, it was dust. But
Dude, you can't even do that with whips and get away with it. Like you couldn't even do that
Yeah.
with a shitty
Yeah.
whip and get away with
yeah,
it.
and he did it with someone else's money.
You never use your own money.
Never
bro.
use your own money.
If you're a smart investor, you know. People say that shit. I'm like, dude, what do you mean? Like, how are you gonna flip a house without your own money? You're lying to me right now. Oh, never use your own money. So, dude, how do you get approved for the money?
Yeah, so like so it's kind of weird, dude. It might be like a rope-a-dope or even maybe the 93 thing was on purpose because afterwards they go, we don't have good enough security.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, you always capitalize on that shit.
Right? So then AIG Investments and
Kroll Industries.
Jules Kroll
Yeah.
get in there and they take over the Port Authority and they start doing security for...
I mean, they do security for the fucking Statue of Liberty, not Kroll Industries, but fucking
But they
the bros.
Yeah, but his son had a company. I'm trying to remember all the shit. It's like Marsh. He was involved in some company, and they had a floor in the World Trade Center, and the plane flew directly into that floor.
The one that got hit.
Well, they both got hit. And
Yeah.
The other one, I think it was Fuji Bank. They had on the 81st floor. That thing had a bunch of batteries in it for some air quotes.
Lithium?
Batteries. No, I mean it was probably thermite.
Oh,
Who the
true.
fuck knows?
I was
dude?
gonna say lithium batteries burn like crazy.
It's crazy though. It's like all this shit is nuts when you start. This guy did the great work, and I'm
Yeah.
reading his book, and I like it. So I
Cool
don't know.
vibes.
It's just cool vibes to me. This is just the kind of shit that I like to read about.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The only thing you can do at this point, since the internet is pretty much fucking dead, is sit there and read every book you can and just get like, dude, at the end of the day, everyone's just trying to get their grasp on reality.
But there's clips of Netanyahu saying like, dude, don't worry about this. Don't worry about the way that we look right now. We're gonna rope the Americans into this. He's talking in Hebrew.
Yeah. I'm fluent.
He was at the 60th anniversary of the King David bombing.
Yeah.
King David bombing was a terrorist fucking bombing that wasn't there. Like, they gave a 15-minute warning. They
love that shit.
I mean, dude,
you should evacuate the entire city before you bomb me in 5 minutes.
I know, yeah. The time, they could have extended that time.
Yeah.
But I think they killed like 92 British people or whatever. But I think this was the straw that broke the camel's back where the British were like, all right, fuck it. And they left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They fucking toss them on to
You're
someone
dealing
else.
with fucking psychos.
Literally.
And it's generations of psychos.
Yep.
And they kind of trade off who's going to be the prime minister. All this, like, they're talking right now. There's a lot of them, oh, dude, it's going to turn into a dictatorship. Dude, you guys have never had free elections. Is it just a coincidence?
I feel you, bros.
Is it a coincidence? Is it endless pack of fucking Irgun terrorists or descendants of them
Psychos.
end up running your fucking country?
Well, that's what supposedly, like, there was a huge rift that was happening, like, on, like, I was watching shit, and people weren't down with what BB was up to, and then BB had just went sicko mode, dude. And he fucking just was like, fuck it, we're going in.
They do all this weird shit where it's like, it fucks with your head.
Like,
So
can you not chill?
you can't bring up the liberty because obviously it's anti-Semitic as fuck. But if you bring it up, then Shimon Peres is like the guy that they're running this shit.
We're liberal, bro.
And they're shooting, they're fucking shooting life rafts.
Yeah.
He gets the Nobel Peace Prize.
It's a fake fucking prize.
It's a fake prize.
Yes.
So it fucks your head up.
It's the same stuff with Napoleon giving out. Like, that's their shit.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know, man.
They're going fucking full court press right now. I think, like, one of Trump, remember the blonde chick that was Trump's lawyer for the election frauds?
No, I don't remember any of this stuff. But the thing that freaks me the fuck out about this.
10 at least. Yeah.
Sorry, dude. I'm spazzing, man.
You're good.
The thing that freaks me out about that is they just did this to fucking Netanyahu.
Yeah, you had a good theory on that.
They just fucking did this shit where, like, he was going to go to jail. And then they were like, I think what happened was they were like, no, you don't have to go to jail. What you have to do is this.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're going to try to do that shit to Trump or what. I'm out of it. Like, I don't watch any of this shit. I don't know how popular Trump is this time.
I mean, dude, he's the fucking man.
I know. I'm just saying. I don't know.
It's like, dude.
I just get freaked the fuck out because I don't like this shit.
Yes.
They bomb fucking.
I just want to chill.
241 Marines
Swim
died.
with my boys and shit.
241 Marines died in 1983 in Beirut as a fucking false flag from these terrorists.
Yes.
They're just terrorists.
Yeah, that's literally what it is.
It's not like they're being fucking oppressed and they're fighting back. They're running a fucking camp.
Yeah.
And they're bombing the shit out of stuff.
Total L in the chat.
They're just trying to get, what do you call it? They have this thing, it's like Oded Yonon or something back in the 80s or whatever, came up with this whole plan to make a giant Israel. And it's like this weird biblical thing.
Yeah.
And then they start dragging the Bible, and that's the fucking crazy shit, dude.
Yeah, leave God out of this one.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Whatever, man.
I mean,
it's
dude,
just crazy to me. Sorry if I get fired up.
Well,
apologies.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you should be able to. If we're in America, you should be able to speak about whatever the fuck you want. And if you're sitting and getting hit with people like, "Oh, they're our greatest allies," like, dude, but what about this shit?
Yeah,
like,
there's cool.
I just don't feel like there's no like deep burning fucking haze. Like, yo, I don't fuck with you guys. Like, every fucking thing we have with you goes fucking bankrupt, and none of it is profitable.
There's a cool quote from the book was, "What does it mean to be a citizen of the land of the free and the home of the brave if you allow your mind and your nation to be so easily hijacked by a government and propaganda?"
I'm woke mind virus
just in
proof,
general,
bro.
Just throwing that out there, bro.
Literally, it's fucking.
Another one was from Lakara because he learned from those Maasai guys was terror is theater, terror is a con trick. Like if there's terror going on, you're being tricked.
Been saying this shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
so, I mean, dude, they were on a jihad, and if you believe the mainstream media, they took down the World Trade Center. That's huge, dude, and then run out of steam.
As time goes
they
on,
literally quit.
I've said this before to you, but as time goes on and you start looking back at stuff, a lot of the stuff that you've been told, the myths,
yes,
the controlling of the myth of 9/11, creating the ground zero, creating all the memorials and all this stuff.
Yep.
They love to have they'll create like a memorial and tell
there
you
was merch.
how many people died, and like you gotta fucking sit there and never forget and always remember and fucking you know what I mean? And it's like, dude, this was not true.
Well, dude, that's
what you're talking about didn't happen.
I wipe everything off the table. Like before COVID, everything before that, I wasn't necessarily online. I was just kind of fucking existing. I was a kid.
Yeah.
Once the whole country gets shut down on a legit lie, and then after that they take an election, the whole slate is wiped clean. Everything that's on the news, I'm not going to believe what the fuck's happening.
Yeah, right.
And like, dude, I'm not going to sit there and go fucking cry about shit that happened, but I'm just not down with your shit. If it involves killing other people, I'm not doing it. I'm just chilling. I'm trying to have fun, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's just
maybe lose some weight.
They have ground zero, and there's all the plaque, and like all those fucking firemen got weird cancers, and that's from this weird fucking
asbestos.
They're getting this nanothermite fucking shit, and it changes your DNA. It mutates you.
Oh my God.
Right?
Bro.
So there's weapons. They have chemical weapons that will fucking change your DNA.
Yeah.
Agent Orange was one of these. Like, if you fuck with fire, that's another thing. These guys literally don't understand fire. But the steel was molten. It was 4,500 degrees.
That's hot, bro.
21 days after the bombing. So 21 days after the bombing, I'm supposed to.
That's overkill.
As a minion that has seen construction, I'm supposed to believe that steel is still melting 4,500 degrees, 21 days later after the bombing.
I mean, if you're torching I-beams.
21 days later, dude. Tell me what fuel is doing that. Kerosene?
I mean, if you're torching I-beams and you're not right on the fucking glowing part of the steel, you lose the heat and you can't melt it anymore.
Exactly.
Like that, to keep that on for 21 days is fucking insane.
Yeah, like there's another dude that was, I told you about him before. There's another fucking Israeli spy in our midst, Jonathan Pollard. And he was backed up by this dude, Rafi Atan. And that dude literally said when he was in America, he was behind enemy lines. But these are high up dudes in their government.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying is like you're gonna have a draft now for a country with this kind of a track record.
Literally, like that's
all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what. And like, dude, it happened with the fucking Russia.
Yo, when Jonathan Pollard was fucking released, I'm sorry, I'm getting fucking agitated.
It's all right. It's all right.
When he was released,
go off, Queen.
Mommy does a little cleaning, and then he's queen. He gets on a private plane owned by Sheldon Adelson. Now, he's Trump's #1 donor. Trump easily gets hijacked constantly by these motherfuckers, dude. He changes the story. He'll do whatever for money.
Yeah, world's greatest.
Sheldon Adelson puts Jonathan Pollard on a plane, takes him to fucking Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu welcomes him. A known spy. He did 30 years in America for spying on us.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're our greatest ally. Like, why are you spying on us, bro? Why don't we just talk like friends?
Exactly.
Grab some beers, see what's going on.
Yeah, Ralphie, he stole some of the plutonium for the Apollo, Apollo
thing. Charlie Kirk thing isn't real.
Yeah, Charlie doesn't believe in that.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking crazy because like,
and then they do this fucking insane shit in Guantanamo, where they're torturing these guys, and they pretended they got this dude Khalid Sheed Muhammad or whatever the fuck his name is, and this guy is not the guy that masterminded 9/11.
Not your guy, pal.
Because multiple dudes masterminded 9/11.
Not
took
one
a generation.
dude.
One dude did not do this.
That I would have a better chance making my own rocket and getting to space than doing that with one guy.
Yeah,
especially from the Middle East.
It's just, I mean, whatever, dude.
Yeah, but it's crazy. Like just to see this right now, like the war machine, like turning on again. I'm on the side of peace and fucking.
I'm just with Smedley Butler, dude.
It's a racket.
What's going on?
Dying for nothing, bro.
Yeah.
You guys are literally you're picking the fights.
They're picking fights to make. And then if everybody's getting paid, if you can pay everyone, if you can incentivize people and then you can compromise people, you can get almost anything.
Here's the thing. Like I was watching that stuff with the Ukrainian and Russian war that happened. It was so theatrical.
I forgot about that.
Ton of money like going metabiota, all that shit. Fucking crazy. Off the gate. Fuck that shit. That's fucking stupid. It's an absolute racket.
Yeah.
This stuff goes down. Now they have fucking Hamas terrorists with laminated things in their jackets of how to make a fucking dirty bomb or some shit or like a chemical weapon.
It says Al Qaeda.
Bro, I would have trouble getting a laminator right now. Where the fuck are you going to get a laminator in fucking Palestine?
Maybe they laminated it after the fact, but still.
What difference does it make?
Al Qaeda, much like Hamas, dude, Al Qaeda was something that was funded in the 80s.
Yeah.
It was made up. It's a fucking thing. They make these things up and they think they're going to be useful.
Yeah.
Like, Netanyahu used to give fucking Hamas money because it would create it boosts the right wing.
Yes.
These guys in the Likud, it's called the Likud.
I can't speak that language, brother.
they loved it. They're fucking nuts.
Yeah.
They're like right wing. They're the right wing dudes over there.
When I was watching that Vice thing, it was like there's right, far right, and extreme right. There's no left.
Oh no, the dudes over there that are supposed to be like the cool ones or whatever, like the progressive ones, they're sitting there. They're counting heads. They're doing demographics.
Oh Jesus!
They're handing out birth control.
Ew. Dude. I don't fuck with birth control at all. Yeah, it's just like watching this stuff on Twitter go down, especially Ben Shapiro exposing themselves and shit. Like, it's like, dude, this is literally just some fucking boondoggle that's going to be tons of fucking money. And for some reason, I met the bros, bro. I don't want any of them fuckers dying.
No, I don't want any of those guys doing. But I was watching that dude Peter Zion, he's just the CIA talking to you,
literally the biggest.
And but it's always like a white pill because you realize how big, like how small they are.
Yeah.
Where you're like, okay, man, like we'll send soldiers to get any American out of anywhere. Yeah. We'll send an aircraft carrier to go get you if you get lost somewhere.
Yeah.
Like that is the deal.
Sick.
But That's what he says. Who the fuck knows? But it's a white pill because you're like, all right, that's cool. Go get the Americans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I literally will get pissed if the only thing that's creeping me out and the only thing that fucking weirds me about this
That's
whole
what I'm
thing.
saying. Reagan sent Marines and they got fucking bombed.
Yeah, but I just don't want another fucking huge like 9/11 type thing to happen. Like, see, we have to go over there because like, dude,
Nah,
there's
they
not
shot-
an
they
ice
shot
cube.
their- they shot their wad.
There's not an ice cube chance in hell that a dude from the Middle East could do a fucking thing over here. Minus some like gun stuff with like half the time they're coerced by the FBI to go do some crazy shit.
Well, there's a paper. We needed new Pearl Harbor. Then a year later, there's a new Pearl Harbor. I mean, guys, who wrote the paper? Start looking into that.
Yeah.
I'm not Sherlock Holmes, but I would say, hey, man, bit of a Watson. But fucking check it out.
Yeah, that's what like when I went through that book and I start like I get like, oh, what's going on with the Illuminati? This is crazy. All these fucking enlightened people. It's like these people just intermingle with each other and just make these like crazy fucking groups of dudes that all they want is power and they're fucking skitzed out. Like they're real scared of shit.
Yeah, they'll keep countries around just to get people hyped up so that they can have them fight.
It makes
They
zero sense.
They don't have countries. They just bomb around the world. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, if you're rich, bro, you're like Andrew Tate.
Arnon Milchan, he lived in like Tel Aviv, I think. He lived in like Israel, but he was a major Hollywood producer. He put Guy Pearce on the map.
At that, I mean, you literally just went to Europe and went wherever you want, and you don't even make like a percentage of what they make.
Nothing.
Like those dudes can get like $100,000 fucking like hotel a night. Money's fucking fake. And then they're like, oh, you have to have fucking pride for your country. It's like, bro, you're making me lose all of it because you're making us do gay shit constantly.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. They also do weird shit when they get in the media and they start like saying that there's people that get so fucked up from like the blowback from all the weird CIA Freemason plans.
Yeah.
And then some of them, I don't know how they decided, but some people are like bad and then some people are good. Like when I was checking out that Irish shit, it's like the Irish are bad, but the French are fighting the Algerians are good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, this is the same fucking thing, dude.
Yeah, and then how for all of time has the guys you've been rooting for always been the good guys?
Yeah, exactly.
It makes no fucking sense. That's why, like, dude, it is literally like a fucking fairy tale made up thing, the same as Lord of the Rings. If you want to fucking go and look into history, it's literally all made the fuck up. Some of it is fucking real.
Yeah.
Like those Exorcism Emily Rose, kind of fucking real, but it's kind of fucking made up. None like to get pissed off about that stuff and go back and look at it. It fucking happened. If everyone can just fucking get the fuck out of this, like we need to go to fucking war to fight for our freedoms, like that's so 2001.
That's 1914, bro.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this shit is getting
They got
old
the
as
same
fuck.
playbook, but that's why I wonder if they've been doing this from the gate.
I mean, yeah, this is literally what it seems
Like all the wars.
It makes me question everything.
Yeah. That's why you just sit there and go, wait a second, was anything real?
That's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't like that's when people are like, oh, you use conspiracies to like quell your anxiety. It's like, dude, I'm sitting there at night watching 60 Days in, and I'm like, everything is a lie.
It's got to feel.
What am I doing on this thing? Is this real?
Yeah, I guess you could just give up and like watch the news and be like, yeah, man, whatever they say.
Yeah, because like, dude, I'm not up
like,
there.
We're on treadmills at the gym, just doing a little cardio after the fucking pump.
Yeah, people say I don't make you do cardio. It's like, yeah, you don't know what the fuck my plan looks like.
And these guys just jump on treadmills and put Fox on.
Yeah.
And they're just programmed.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think we're in a sweet spot, guys like me and you, where we are too dumb to fully understand how bad it could possibly be, but we're too smart to fall for the fucking trap. Like, those dudes probably figured it out and then just put on CNN and were like, dude, I'm just watching this. This is what's going on.
And they distract the fuck out of you. Like that thing with the Khalid Sheikh Mohammed guy. He's the mastermind of 9/11. How come I've never seen this motherfucker?
True.
And like Obama was going to have like a trial. There's never been a trial for this guy.
This dude's still in Guantanamo?
They never did like a Nuremberg. They never did this shit.
Is the dude still in Guantanamo?
I don't know. Maybe.
That'd be a tough release. The guy who fucking allegedly took
when
down the World
I was
Trade Center.
watching one video where they were like, that was an embarrassment ritual. So what they wanted to do was get all these Muslims, put them in like a detention camp that like no one's ever seen before.
Yeah.
And
dude, that was probably fucked. Like, you want to talk about the haunt,
60 days
bro?
in, dude.
That's the fucking haunt.
It's boo season. Fucking if you
that is the McKay manner.
If you take all those Muslim dudes and you have them footage, send Vice in there, all this shit to show these guys, and they're praying to Mecca, and they're surrounded by razor wire with spotlights on them.
It is weird.
Of course, the Muslim world is gonna fucking flip the fuck out.
Yes, dude.
You know,
you're using like fucking cattle, but it is weird as shit.
Dude, look at they have signs that say like "Death to the USA." It's like no shit, dude.
You bombed a fucking if someone from a different country bombed a wedding, dude.
Yeah.
I would be like the David Duke of whatever they are. Like I would be so angry every day. I would go like, I hope that whole fucking country dies. You killed all my cousins.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Literally all of my cousins and my little cousins that are cuties. You fucking blew them into fucking smithereens. Yeah, like dude, that must have been absolutely insane to go from like the Kush Mountains into Guantanamo where they have like high-tech torture chambers. You're just completely fucking wrecking that person. Also weird as shit that Vice got to go in there.
I think they did. I'm imagining it.
I mean, there was definitely fucking interviews.
I've seen videos where like hipsters are fucking going, look at Guantanamo.
But the thing is, it's like, yo, if this shit was real, and these like, if that was the mastermind of 9/11.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say, yo, we have your mastermind guy who knocked down 2 towers in an impossible feat in Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah. I mean, they came up with shock and awe.
Shock and awe is classic.
That's one of their things. I mean, I don't know. I have all these I had all this shit like
that is an annotated book, bro.
I had all this shit for you, man, but I drank too much coffee and spaced the fuck out. Anyway, you get the gist.
Just something to chill on.
It's
honestly.
just a good book. It's a good read. Maybe you should read it.
Yeah. I think we're good there.